Hi, guys, and welcome to Team Vitality. We're here every week to give you hot tips about life, love, and universe and everything in between, but mostly about health and motivational things. So today we're talking about, you ever heard the saying, the devil is in the details? Well, I'm here to tell you that the devil is also in the sugar. It's We've heard the conspiracy theories about sugar, and my own personal experience with sugar is that it's a very addictive thing. It's on the same sort of level as cocaine almost. So there are loads of what I call legal drug dealers around the world. There's something in the sugar, and we don't quite understand it, but it's been introduced from a very early age, up until you're well into your 50s and 60s, 70s, and beyond. And we are finding that there's problems associated with sugar. So I'm on a little journey now to try to get off sugar. I'm very addicted to it, extremely addicted to it. And I'm trying to find ways to get off of it. Right now, Juice Plus have a Shred 10 method of reducing the bad things that we have in our diets and introducing the good things. So I want to try and get on board and try to reduce my sugar intake. So I'm taking a lot of advice and tips and hints from the team. Every week you guys can get more tips and hints about how you can go about doing it as well. The devil is in the sugar. It really and truly is. Guys, I can't push you enough, influence you enough to look at it. Look at the evidence, look at what's going on with sugar. I'm going to pass on the baton now to an even bigger expert on these kind of things. Laurie, hit them, let them know what's going on here.
Yeah, well, thank you, Chris. And so, yes, what Chris was talking about is that every month we do a 10-day reset. And so, when I first started this reset, my sugar dealers were Ben and Jerry, and they came in a pint. And like, it was some serious stuff. Like, I could eat a pint of ice cream, no problem. One setting, done. And so I had to figure out ways that were healthy that I could get rid of that habit because it was like clockwork, which those of you that know about this firsthand, which I bet everybody that's watching does, you know what I'm talking about. It's the same time every single day where all of a sudden you get this craving and it's like, whoa, what just happened? And so I was really happy to get to learn some new things, which is what we want to provide here, and just bring value, and learn some of the healthier options that I could trade. Right, so eventually I wouldn't have that severe of a craving, and then I knew I was putting in good things. So we have free resources here that we are happy to share. So to help you in your journey as well. But Shanette, oh no, let's see. Yeah, Shanette's going to talk next. So I'm going to I'm going to pass the mic over to her. So comment if you want to know more information.
Thank you, Laurie. And yeah, it's funny Chris is mentioning sugar because we are starting this Shred 10 next week. And the first thing I feel like we're always focusing on, what is it that we're eliminating here? And on these days, yeah, we're eliminating caffeine and alcohol and not eating after 6 and gluten and dairy and sugar and processed food, which we all know, at least most of us know, that it's just really not going so well with our body as we try to eat healthier. So sugar, like, we are just so focused on what we're eliminating, right? So instead, why don't we focus on what good things we're actually adding into our bodies? All this whole food we get to eat, and really focus on fruits and eat more fruits and vegetables. And if you have that sugar craving, why not, I mean, do something great with the fruits that you have, right? There is so many great examples. And it is mainly granulated sugar, the whole thing that we process the sugar. There are good sugars like honey and other, very healthier sugar. And it's about just reducing it, right? And try to look at it in a whole different ways that maybe that we normally do. And to get in that sleep, and if get in that exercise that you do, we have mindfulness as well on these 10 days, and focusing on what is I wanted to say, the intuitive eating, for example, slowing down our eating, really focus on what are we putting in our mouth when we are chewing and when we are taking the food. Like for me now, myself, I don't have that craving as I've been going and doing these 10 days for so long. My incredible craving that I had for ice cream and all these sweet tooth is just no more. I mean, it's just interesting. Instead, I have popcorn, air popcorn with avocado oil and Himalayan salt. It's like I could eat that forever. So anyhow, I hope you will join us on this amazing journey, and that we do once a month. And of course, just I guess I'm gonna let Wendy end this. And so, yeah, go ahead, Wendy.
Thanks, Jeanette. So, like Chris and Lori and Jeanette, have always been I've had a big sweet tooth my whole life. And so it's a really tough thing for me. It's fascinating to see some of the imaging. You can Google brain imaging and sugar, and you can pull up some studies that way that show that the very same areas in the brain that light up when someone uses cocaine or heroin are the same areas that light up when we eat sugar or dairy, which is really, really fascinating. But there's a reason why it's hard to quit sugar, because there is an addictive pull. And for me, like I like cake icing. I mean, I like that kind of sweet. And it's been years since I've been, really drawn to eating that much. But what I learned is that whole dates will do that for me. Whole mental dates. Oh, it's amazing. It's like eating ice cream. I mean, icing. So it gives me that kind of sweet connection. And they're so healthy. I mean, they're loaded with magnesium and calcium and vitamin C and fiber. And so you're actually doing good things for your body when you consume something whole food that, also satisfies that little bit of craving. And there's all kinds of fun things you can do with it. You, again, Google recipes for date Snickers. Those are fantastic. You put some nut butter in them and some cacao nibs, and you freeze them, and they taste like eating Snickers bars. Anyhow, we get excited about food around here, just because we are so focused on eating healthy. It doesn't take much to learn that we are all big foodies in this little community. And we'd love to share that with you. We'd love to share the journey of our Shred 10, which we refer to as our 10-day reset program, where we get to learn how to celebrate the really good food that we can fuel our bodies with, that nourish us and lift us up instead of making us feel yucky. And so if you want to join us in that journey, if you want to learn more about it and what it looks like and how it works, please drop us a comment below, share the video with others who you might want to do it with, and we're happy to talk you through it and support you along the way. Have a fantastic Monday. We'll talk soon.